What advice can you give to people who want to memorize the Quran? I know you've already mentioned some examples, so alhamdulillah, that people will understand this. What advice can you give to people who want to memorize the Quran? And what advice can you give to parents who want their children to memorize the Quran? Just some strategies or something.
So, of course, we spoke something of our stories, and 20 years ago, the distractions were a lot less than what is today. So I want to give practical advice that caters and includes and understands that the youth are completely distracted with many distractions today. The phones, the smartphones, the social media, whatever you can think of distractions of today, we didn't have. So there was that chance to connect with the Quran, to read, and because it's the only thing you really had. And outdoor field sports and so on. So the idea is, considering the distractions of today, I believe that the majority of the ummah haven't memorized the Quran yet because they haven't decided to start with one ayah a day. And this thing of one ayah a day, subhanAllah, it's actually found in the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. There's a hadith, a beautiful hadith, and the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam once, he came to the Masjid al-Nabawi. To the back of the masjid, the people of As-Sufa, the poor people of al-Muhajirin that had resided in the back of al-Masjid. These are poor people, homeless, waiting for someone to give them food, to give them some wealth, some shelter, some clothing. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam enters upon them, and he says to them, would any one of you like to go to Bathan, which is a valley that's outside of Al-Madinah? Would any one of you like to go there and come back with 2 fat camels full of meat? If you owned a camel at that time, you were considered someone that's wealthy. It's like having a Ferrari. This is a camel that's going to provide milk, then it'll give birth, then it's got immense benefits for you, ride on it. Okay, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying this to poor people. So they said to him, Ya Rasulullah, who among us will not take this offer? Of course, we'll all take it. These are poor people. This is what they need, food. Look what Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did. He shifted their attention. He said to them, shall I tell you of something greater than that? He said to them, whoever was to go to the masjid to learn an ayah or 2, it would be better for him than a camel or 2. And if you went to the masjid to learn 3 ayat, it would be better than 3 camels. 4 ayat better than 4 camels. Allahu Akbar. So the idea is, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told his companion, he introduced them to the idea of 1 or 2 ayat. 1 or 2 ayat a day. So if the people stop their wishful thoughts about, one day I want to become a memorizer of the Quran, stop that. Start from today with an ayah a day. Wallahi, you will find that if you do that, at the end of a month, you've got 30 ayat down your sleeve.
For example, Al-Qari'ah.
Bas.
Al-Qari'ah.
One ayah is enough.
One ayah. Al-Qari'ah.
One ayah is enough. And I recommend, go to a surah that you haven't done before, somewhere in the middle of the Quran. Go to Surah Maryam. Start with Surah Maryam, Start with Surah Taha, Surah Al-Hajj. These are important surahs. There's a lot of meaning. A lot of our youth haven't even seen that part of the Quran in the middle. A lot of times we're really right at the beginning or really right at the end. And, it's just these repetitive things and we know them and we move on. Challenge yourself with something completely new, something you have never even come across in your life. Start in the middle of the Mus'haf, a little bit before Surah Yunus, Surah Hud. I think people don't even know what's in that surah. 1 ayah a day. You'll be finished in about 100 days. It's 3 months. That's just over 3 months you'd finish an entire surah. If you just began with 1 ayah a day, nothing more.
There's even other surahs if this one's too hard. An-Najm, for example, Wan-Najmi idha hawa.
Beautiful.
2 words, 3 words, each one.
Should be finished about 40 days should be finished.
Do you advise them in their salat to recite from the other surahs even? Because most people go, Qul Allahu Ahad, now they're not going to go for
subhanAllah. You have to. Our Shaykh used to say that the only way the Quran could be solidified in your heart is to recite it in the end part of the night. Where there is no distraction and complete focus is found in a salat. And then you read the word of Allah Azza wa Jal in the best position of reading the word of Allah. And we're standing, pray. That's the best position you can be in when reading the Quran.